If you are shopping for a home online, I want to give you a quick public service announcement. And I'm saying this because I truly believe most buyers do not realize what is happening when they click certain buttons on real estate websites. You know the ones I'm talking about: tour this home, contact agent, request a showing, ask a question. Most buyers see these buttons and naturally assume they are contacting the listing agent, the person who represents the seller, knows the property, has been inside the house, understands the seller's situation, and can answer detailed questions about the specific listing. Often that is not what is happening. Today we are going to pull back the curtain on the entire real estate online search system to tackle the advantages and pitfalls of using this system without realizing all the implications. My name is Mark Maris, and along with my business partner Kyle Craig, we are the co-founders of Paragon Realty Advisors located in Uptown, Dallas. All right, let's get into it. In many cases, when you click one of these buttons on a major online search portal, you are not being connected to the listing agent at all. You may be entering a lead system. Your information may be routed to a buyer's agent who pays for buyer opportunities or participates in the platform's referral program. So in plain English, you are not just a customer. In that moment, you may also be the product. And I know that sounds dramatic, but buyers need to understand this before they start clicking buttons all over the internet. Now, let me be clear. This is not an attack on agents who receive leads from online platforms. There are plenty of good agents who advertise online, respond quickly, work hard, and take great care of buyers. That is not the issue. The issue is transparency. As a buyer, you should know who you are talking to, what role they play, whether they actually know the property, and whether they represent your interest before you start sharing information about your budget, timeline, motivation, pre-approval, or personal situation. Because a lot of buyers think they are asking a simple question about a house, but what they are really doing is entering a sales funnel. Here is how it usually happens. You are sitting at home, probably at night, scrolling through Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, Homes.com, or another search site. Maybe you are serious, maybe you are 6 months out. Maybe you are relocating to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Maybe you are just trying to figure out what the different areas cost. Then you see a house that catches your attention. The photos look good, the kitchen is updated, the backyard looks nice. The payment estimates look doable, although those online payment estimates are a whole separate conversation. And then you see the button, tour this home. It feels easy, so you click it. You put your name, phone number, email, and maybe your preferred showing time. But instead of that request going directly to the listing agent, it may be routed to an agent who purchased or received the buyer lead through the platform. That agent may have never seen the home. They may not know the seller. They may not know the disclosures. They may not know if there are offers already on the table. They may not know the street, the neighborhood, the tax situation, the HOA, the inspection concerns, or whether the price actually makes sense. They may simply be seeing the same online listing you are seeing. That surprises a lot of buyers. I know because I've had this exact conversation with people. They'll say, "Oh, I clicked on a button because I thought I was contacting the listing agent." Or, "I didn't want to bother you because we're not ready yet." Or, "I just had a quick question and didn't think it was worth reaching out." And that is a part I really want buyers to hear. Please bother your realtor. This is literally what we are here for. Send the screenshot, text the address, email the Zillow link. Send the house at 10:42 p.m. while you're lying in bed spiraling about interest rates, property taxes, insurance, commute times, and whether the home has enough storage. That is normal. That is a part of the process. You are not bothering us. A good buyer's agent would rather have you send the home directly than have you accidentally enter a lead funnel, get contacted by multiple agents, or create confusion about who is representing you. And this matters even more now because of buyer representation has become more intentional than it used to be. Buyers need to understand who represents them, what that relationship means, and how the agent is compensated. You do not want to casually click a button, meet a random agent, tour a home, and only later realize you never really understood the relationship. Now, this issue has become public because Zillow has faced legal claims alleging that consumers were misled about what happens when they click the buttons like contact agent or request a tour. Zillow has denied these allegations. So I'm not here to tell you what a court will decide, but the controversy highlights something very, very important. Online search portals are businesses. They are not neutral public utilities. They make money in different ways, and one of the most valuable things they can do is generate an interested home buyer who just raised their hand. That does not mean you should never use these websites. They can be useful. They are convenient. The maps are easy to use. The photos are easy to browse. You can save homes, compare areas, and get a general feel for inventory. The issue is not browsing. The issue is clicking without understanding what happens next. There is a big difference between using Zillow as a search tool and using Zillow as your agent selection system. Those are not the same thing. Use the portals to look, use your agent to evaluate. Because a buyer's agent is not just a door opener. Opening the door is the smallest part of the job. The real value is helping you understand the property, the price, the neighborhood, the contract, the risk, the timing, the inspection, the appraisal, the financing, and the negotiation strategy. Especially in Dallas-Fort Worth, the list price is not the whole story. The online payment estimate is not the whole story. The photos are not the whole story. You need to understand property taxes, insurance, HOA dues, special assessments, school boundaries, commute patterns, resale considerations, and where the home is actually priced correctly compared to what has sold. A home can look great online and still be the wrong purchase. It can have beautiful photos and still be overpriced. It can look affordable and still carry higher taxes, insurance, or repair costs than you expected. It can be called move-in ready and still need major work. This is why you want advice before you get emotionally attached. When a buyer sends us a property, sometimes we can say, yes, this one is worth looking at. Other times we may say, let's slow down, that price looks aggressive. Or that tax situation changes a payment. Or the neighborhood may not fit what you told us you wanted. Or this one looks good online, but let's check the seller's disclosure and comparable sales before we get too excited. The point is, that is a point of representation. It is not just access, it is advice. So what should buyers do? First, decide who is representing you before you start touring homes. Do not wait until you find a low one. That is backwards. You want your advisor involved before the emotional moment, not after. Second, when you see a property online, send it to your agent. Even if you are early, even if you are 6 months out, even if you are not pre-approved yet, even if you are just starting to learn the market, a good agent can meet you where you are in the process. Third, be careful about sharing your information through random online forums. Once your phone number and email go into the lead system, do not be surprised if you start getting calls, texts, emails, and follow-ups. That is how the system is designed. Again, that does not make it automatically bad. You just need to know what you are opting into. Fourth, understand the difference between a listing agent and a buyer's agent. The listing agent represents the seller. A buyer's agent represents the buyer. Those roles are not the same, and if you are contacting someone online, you should know which role that person is playing, or whether that relationship has even been established yet. Some buyers think contacting the listing agent directly will get them a better deal or better information. Sometimes they believe it gives them an advantage, but you need to be careful. The listing agent's job is to protect the seller's interests unless the different relationship is clearly established and documented. So the question is not just who can show me the house, the better question is who is helping me make a smart decision. This is what matters. Because buying a house is not just about getting inside. It's about understanding what you are buying, what it really costs, what risks come with it, and whether it fits your life. So here is a practical takeaway. Use Zillow and other portals for browsing, but do not let a button choose your agent. If you already have a realtor, send them the home. If you do not have one yet, choose one intentionally. Ask how they help buyers evaluate property. Ask how they analyze pricing. Ask how they handle inspections. Ask how they explain contracts. Ask how they help you understand total monthly cost. Do not accidentally let a lead routing system decide who guides you through one of the largest financial decisions of your life. Because when you click Contact Agent, you may not be contacting the listing agent. When you click Tour This Home, you may be entering a lead system. And when you put in your phone number, you may be starting a sales process. That does not mean you did something wrong, it just means you should understand the process. At Paragon Realty Advisors, we want buyers to make informed decisions, not just emotional ones based on pretty photos and easy buttons. So the next time you are scrolling late at night and see a home you like, take a breath, copy the link, send it to your realtor. And yes, you can send it at 10:42 p.m. We may not answer at 10:43, but we would much rather have you send it to us than accidentally create confusion by clicking buttons without knowing what happens behind the scenes. Because in real estate, what you do before the showing can matter just as much as what happens during the showing. And the more informed you are at the beginning, the better protected you are all the way to closing. If this was helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you'll have access to all current and future content. We talk about real estate in Dallas-Fort Worth in a way that is practical, transparent, and designed to help you make better decisions. And as always, leave us a comment as we read every one. Thank you for watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. All the best.